Air curtain trench burners. They're a pollution control machine that makes the open burning of wood waste cleaner and faster. They're used primarily in the land clearing and forest industries and for storm debris cleanup. With the Air Burners T200 and T400 models first offered in 2002 and the new Air Burners T300, Air Burners has introduced a technologically advanced generation of trailer-mounted air curtain burners. Let's follow the simple steps of setting up a T200, the model shown here. These same steps apply to our T300 and T400 models as well. After unhitching the trench burner, we first deploy the jack stands to stabilize it. Notice the hitch. It's easily converted from ball type to pintle hitch just by removing the ball hitch plate. The electrical supply pigtail is fitted with the standard RV type plug used on new motor vehicles. Next, we do a quick safety check. Unlock and open the cowling. First, turn the battery safety cutoff switch to the on position. Next, check that the drive belts are in order. And check the fuel gauge to ensure you have enough fuel in the tank for the job. At this point, we're only going to warm up the engine a bit. Turning the key to the left activates the glow plugs, which preheat the engine. Turning it to the right will start the engine. At this point, we are not going to engage the blower that supplies the high-velocity air to create the air curtain over the burn pit. Remember, never run the fan with the cowling open because of the moving parts, which could cause injury. After closing and securing the cowling, it's time to prepare and deploy the carrier pipe manifold assembly. First, we set the manifold in place so we can mark the area where the pit is to be dug. Unhook the winch cable from the front of the carrier pipe. Here we remove the cotter pin and the bolt that secures the assembly for transport. Remember to keep that bolt handy because you're going to need it again in a few minutes. Next, you want to secure the rear jack stands. This is very important because the stands stabilize the unit when the manifold assembly is deployed. Now just slide the manifold assembly all the way out. When you hear the click, you know that the blower duct is lined up with the inlet of the carrier pipe and locked into place. We're now ready to swing the manifold sections into place. First the left one, then the right. That bolt you've been holding on to will secure those sections in place. Then just screw on the nut and slip in the cotter pin. No tools required. Now let's mark off the location of our pit. For the purpose of the video, we're using tape, but you can use string or even spray paint. Both will work just fine. Now that our pit is marked, we want to retract the manifold just a little so there's no danger it'll be damaged during the digging process. We prepare by opening the cowling and feeding the winch strap through the bottom opening and then hooking it to the front of the carrier pipe. Now just crank the handle and the manifold will pull back from where the pit is to be dug. After the pit has been dug, just push the manifold back to the edge. Now you're ready to burn. Remember, always secure the cowling before attempting to start the engine. Start the engine by turning the key to the right. For the T200 model shown here, use the throttle knob to bring the RPMs to 1400. Now engage the blower by slowly moving the PTO lever or clutch handle up until it clicks into place. You can now throttle up to operational level, about 1800 RPM. Now the Air Burners Trench Burner is in optimum mode, providing a low-cost, environmentally friendly way to remove wood waste from a job site. After the burning is completed, Lower the engine RPMs to 1400. Then slowly move the PTO clutch lever back to its original position. Now just throttle down to idle and switch off the engine. Remember, never shut off the engine before disengaging the PTO lever. To brake down, start by folding the manifold sections back into their transport position and just hooking the winch strap again to the assembly. Then just crank it all back into place inside the trailer. The rear jack stands can now be safely removed. They are conveniently stored in the toolbox under the cowling, where there is a light chain to secure them. Now just hitch up the trailer to the pickup truck. Don't forget the safety chains. Plug in the electrical cord and move the jack stand back to its horizontal traveling position. Now you're ready to hit the road again and ready for the next job. Air Burners Palm City, Florida, the worldwide industry leader in air curtain burning. Our high-tech machines are engineered from the bottom up, designed to offer an environmentally friendly alternative to open burning of clean wood waste. Safe, efficient, and economical, meeting all applicable EPA regulations.